Good evening, good evening, good evening. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to fix this. All right, good evening and happy Friday. Happy Friday, Facebook. All right, let's see what all we got going on in here. Hopefully this view is pretty good. I think as people who do Facebook Lives, we are constantly looking for the right angle. That's my theory. Anyhow, when you come on, say hello. We're going to be making an Easter bunny tonight. I need one for downstairs. And I went ahead and sewed this before I came on here. So the Easter bunny looks like this. I'm just cutting off these little strings right here. So I went ahead and sewed this before I came on. And this is going to be the back of the bunny, and then we're going to use the black and brown check homespun look for the top of the bunny. So I meant to grab my scissors, my pinking shears, but I did not. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to move this camera just a hair. So bear with me because I may like drop you guys a little. When you mess with these things, it's like you got to get used to it. I'm using my Archon stand that I got, which I absolutely love, but just like with anything else, you got to practice a while. Okay, so as you can see on this side, I traced my bunny pattern and I sewed it. So I'm just going to take my scissors and go around the edge. And let's see. Hopefully you guys will be able to see. So now I'm just trimming, and like I said, normally I use pinking shears, but I did not grab them. So, and this is just for me. The pinking shears just makes it easier when you're turning. We're going to turn this little bunny around here in a minute. Like I said, this brown part right here, this is going to be the back of the bunny. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to get that in the spot for you guys. So when you come on, say hello. And I know sometimes Facebook, like last time when I was on here, I couldn't see comments till I got off. So if you're commenting, know that I will come on here afterwards and I will comment if I don't see any while I'm live. All right, so I'm just tracing around this bunny here. And tracing him out, trying not to cut my fingers. These are my new scissors that actually my mom got me a pair for Christmas, and hubby got me a pair. They're Westcott. They're really pretty. They're copper, and if you guys are interested, I can post the link where they got them from. They're very heavy and they're sharp, so I have to be really careful or I will cut myself on a Facebook Live, and that won't be fun. All right. So we'll put our scraps over to the side. So here's our bunny. Got him all sewn up and cut around the edge. And like I said, I usually have I can't say them right. Pinking shears. But since I don't, I'm going to cut in where the bunny is, because it makes it easier when you turn it. So I'm gonna just cut in the little notches there. And if you guys have seen me sew before, you know that I use these hemostats when I have to turn something. It's just easier for me, and especially if you guys do like really small stuff. Well, I even do it with my pillows. I just got tired of fighting stuff, so a few years ago, I got these. Well, actually, my hubby got them for me off Amazon, and these ones are the ones I like. It turns up, but I used to have a pair that was just flat, like it just went out straight, and I didn't like those as much. But it sure makes it nicer when you have these and you're trying to turn stuff. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys a little bit closer to me. because I feel like my arms are like reaching out. Okay, so again, take these and you want to just gently, so you don't poke a hole through the ear, because I have done that many a times. And just go around, go around your seams. You could always take this over to the ironing board if you wanted and iron it. I am not going to do that. That is a lot of work for me. Okay, so there's our little bunny. Okay, isn't it cute? Oh, he's just cute like that. Okay, so now I'm going to grab a bunch of stuffing. If you guys have seen, the only stuffing I use is Morning Glory. I like it. But you can use any brand that you want. You could use an old pillow if you want, and just cut it open and use the stuffing out of there. So I do a little bit at a time, which sometimes if you're doing something large, you get impatient. I do, but still it's best to start small. And we're going to go up into the ears. We just push it up in there. And again, this one's for me. This is my little guy. And we just push, push, push. The reason why I like the Morning Glory, guys, is because you can really stuff it in there and it stays. I know I've used other brands and you can't get in there as tight with it. So if you see, there's one ear, and we'll continue on and do the next ear. Okay. All right. Yep. Okay, push that up in the ear. Push, push, push. Okay. It's kind of funny that... Okay, so yes, it takes a little bit of time to get this in there. Plus, I'm doing it on a live, so I'm kind of watching my camera to make sure I'm in the shot. So if I was off camera, it would probably be, a lot better. So I always turn around and look at the back just to make sure I didn't miss any. You guys, you're going to have little puckers like that. That's just how it is. And the more stuffing you put in there, the less puckers that you have in there. But I'm okay with it. So, all right. Push, push, push. Now my bunny is not going to have a face. I do have bunnies in my shop that have faces, but this little guy is not going to have one. He's just going to be stuffed, and then we're going to make a little fuzzy tail for him. And I hope the tail turns out the way I envision in my head. All right. I would say the toughest part for me in stuffing is when you come to the neck of whatever you're doing. This guy is going to sit up. He's going to sit in a box, a wooden box downstairs that I have, so it's okay. But if I wanted him to sit, the neck, you have to really like stuff it and stuff it really good. That way, see, like right now, if you look, he's like wobbling. So in order for him to not do that, you have to stuff the neck really good. And I can honestly tell you that doing the neck part is probably the hardest for me. Because I always think, okay, is that enough or is that too much? And let me tell you, I've ripped out some necks on some bunnies before, trying to get it. I used to make dolls, and it actually just was not my thing. And and that was one of the reasons, is because of the necks. So, all right. So there you go. I'm going to go down a little bit here. Again, he is not going to stand up on his own. When he's in the wooden box, he's going to have other things in there with him. So And probably we won't even see his little tail that I'm going to make, but that's okay because we're still going to put one on him. We don't know. We might see it. You just never know. I move stuff around in my house I decorate with, so. All right, so again, this is the part that is not my favorite part. Okay, so keep stuffing, stuff, 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 stuff. And I flip them both ways just so I make sure I'm not missing a spot on the other side. Stuff, stuff, stuff. I want to see how stuffed this guy is. All right, I feel a sneeze coming on, so hold on. Allergy season. Where I'm at in Arizona, everything is full bloom, and we will be approaching 90 degrees next week. Well, actually on one app it said 91, so summer is definitely here. But everything's bloomed, so okay. So I just stuff, and I'll show you. I'll turn it this way. And then I do a running stitch around the bottom. So I just make sure it's all stuffed in there. And I'm going to grab black thread out of my little tomato thing here. And I'm just going to put a knot on it. So I'm just knotting this little guy up here. And I was going to put a white tail on this little guy, but I don't have any white yarn. Oh, I could have grabbed a cotton ball. Darn, I just now thought of that. I can't even yell for someone to bring me a cotton ball. Okay, so in, stuff, stuff, stuff. So there's the inside. This is the back. The brown is the back. This is going to be the front of my bunny. So I just start, and I want my knot on the inside. And again, you're not going to see the bottom of this, so it actually doesn't matter. And then I just do a running stitch around it. Making sure to not get into my stuffing there. So just, oops. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, this little guy is for me, and he's going to go into a little wood basket thing. So I'm still putting a tail on him, even though you may not see it, but he needs a tail. All right. Okay. Push, push, push. Oops. I like to go over top of my seams. Don't ask me why, I just do. I don't think there's a rhyme or reason to it, I just do. All right. So there, and then I end it on the inside like that. So we went all the way around, and then you just pull, pull, pull. As you're pulling, you want to push your stuffing in. Pull, pull, pull until there's no hole on the bottom. And it closes up. Okay. Then I go around a couple of times around what I just did. That way it stays shut. And this gets a little tricky, but it's okay. And then just pull as you go. So just go around, go around, go around. Just pull it. Pull it, pull it, pull it. Hopefully you guys can, nope, you can't see what I'm doing. Somebody yell at me and say, "You're off camera, lady." Okay. All right. That's funny. I'm going to pull you guys a little bit closer. All right. Woohoo. I'm going to get this angle thing right. Watch. One of these days you guys are going to log on here. You're going to be like, am I watching some professional TV? Look at that angle. All right. So it's tight, tight, tight. And then I just take a couple of them and, oh, I got to do one more section right here. Tight, tight, tight. Okay. And again, I'm using this for me, so I don't have to worry if it comes undone. You know, it's not a big deal. Right? knot it, knot it, knot it, and clip. All right. And I've been making these for a long time, and I've never had the bottoms come undone, but again, this one's just for me. So, okay, now I'm going to trim off these little hairs, and then what I do is when I'm done, I just take that and kind of push it down. All right, so there's our little bunny. Our little bunny. All right. Okay. Now we got to make him a little tail. And I have these, you guys have probably seen me use them before, and I actually think this is going to be too big. I have a smaller one, but I'm going to go with this one. So we're going to put the little bunny to the side. We'll put him over here, and we're going to make a pom-pom. You can make a pom-pom with your fingers. I bought these a while ago, and I just like using them. So, and if you guys want to know where I got them and what brand they are, just comment below, and I'll give you guys a link. They're relatively inexpensive, and when you first look at them and read the directions, you're probably going to think, what in the world are they talking about? But basically, there's two sides to this. This is how it is. You wind on this side, close, wind on this side, and close. So it looks more complicated, honestly, than what it is. Okay, so keep one shut, and you always want to start on the outside so you can end on the inside. Okay, so, and it doesn't matter which way you wind it as far as which side you start on. And you just put it on there and wind it. And I probably should have started, hold on, start on this side and work backwards. But you want to start on the outer edge on this side, and then you want to go in. You can make these as full or as thin as you want. I kind of want this thick, but I think, well, you can trim down your pom-pom too, and I'll show you guys here in a minute. Now again, I wanted a little white tail, but I don't have any white yarn. So we're going to go with a brown yarn, and it's just going to have to make do. Like I said, where I'm putting it downstairs in my little wooden box, you may not even see this little tail, but he still needs one. Okay. All right, so I ended here, right? I ended on this side. So then I'm going to close that up. Oh, I lied. You want to end on the outside. Scratch that. You want to end on the outside, so just go over here. Good gravy here. I'm trying to teach you guys, and I'm not teaching it right. Okay, so then you close this, right? That's not going anywhere. Then you open this side, and then you wind this side. I'm telling you, if you got little kids that like to do pom-poms, this is like the neatest thing. I think it is. I mean, again, you can use your fingers or cardboard, but these make them really, really nice. Okay, let me unwind some more string. Or yarn, I mean, sorry. Who else has allergies going? Is it spring where you guys are? I know I watched some of you guys' pages, and it looks like most of you, the snow has gone bye-bye. Okay, so you just wind it on there. Wind it, wind it, wind it, wind it. And again, you can make this part as thick as you want. But I have a feeling already that it's going to be a big pom-pom for this little guy's backside here. Okay. Okay. All right. And let's cut it off. And then what you do is you close it up. Okay. So you have both sides now closed. This isn't going anywhere unless it pops open. Then you want to grab piece of string. I probably should use something other than this. Let's see what I got going on here. Let's use this. All right. You want to definitely use strong because you're going to be pulling it. Okay. So then you take both sides when it's closed, and you want to just clip all of this. Now, as long as this stays closed, it's not going to go anywhere. So you want to hold the two white pieces on the sides together. Clip, clip, clip. This always reminds me of the Play-Doh set when I was a kid. Did you guys ever do that? You had like the Play-Doh barbershop. I had that. It was one of my favorite toys. Okay. Cut, cut, cut. Hi, Kim. Just trying to make a pom-pom little thing for my bunny guy here without cutting my finger off. All right. So once you get it all clipped, okay, so you see it's all clipped, you want to take your string, find the middle, and you're going to run it through here. Oh wait, I see one that did not get clipped. Maybe it did, and I just can't see it. All right, so you want to take your string and run it through here, right? Run it through there, and it's going to go all the way through because you've cut that. Up through the middle like that. Hopefully you guys can see this. If not, I have a live somewhere where I did these. And then you make a knot, and you're going to pull it as tight as you can because you don't want this thing, you know, busting open, okay? Tight, tight, tight. Then you're going to flip it, pull it back through, go up. I always do 3. I don't know why. I don't have a reason. Instructions don't tell you to do it that way, but pull, tight, tight, tight. Flip it one more time. Go up. My hot glue gun's on and I can smell it over here, so at least we know it's on. Because the other day I thought it was on and it was not. Alright, and pull, pull again. Tight, tight, tight. As you can get it. Hold your strings up. And now we're going to take this off. And you just pull it up like this. You might have to adjust some yarn. And then pull this one up on this side. If I can get it up here. Alright. This yarn is that wavy kind of yarn. Alright, so let me cut that piece off. Okay. And then you just wiggle the 2 side pieces until it comes off. And it's okay. Don't fear, these come off. It's not broke. It just goes right back on. And then it's ready for another one. Okay. So here's our little pom-pom that I know is way too big for my little guy. But that's okay. So we want to trim this guy up. Let me kind of push them together here. See, I need this to go on there. Actually, that's kind of cute having that big. All right, let's just make sure we trim these. So I just go around, give a little haircut here and there, right? Every bunny should have a little perfect little fuzzy tail. Make sure you blow all your stuff away onto the floor. So when you vacuum, you can say, wow, there's a lot of stuff on the floor. All right. Then I'm going to cut this off. Remember, it's knotted 3 times. It's not going anywhere. Colleen, you want some of those? I can put links, and I got them off Amazon. And like I said, you can make a pom-pom ball from, you know, the old-fashioned way. You know, like when I was a kid, we would just wrap it around our fingers. But I really like these. I really do. Okay. And the set, I think, comes with 3 or 4. I can't remember. Okay, so here he is. And here's our little bunny. And we're going to hot glue, hopefully, this to the back of this little guy. And then he just needs a little bow and we'll be done, guys. Super, super simple. Okay, so I'm just going to make this part flat where the string is because I want that to stick to his little bottom there. So I'm going to load it up with some hot glue. Hopefully not burn myself because, you know, we all do that. All right. Make sure I have that. We're going to hold it down there. Get his little cottontail on here. Oh my gosh, I think it's adorable. But the little box that I'm putting him in, it's going to be the back side of him. So I'm hoping the little tail shows. I might have to prop him up on something. Look how cute. I mean, he's got a big I mean, it's big, but oh, it's cute. Okay, then I got to put a little tiny piece of lace right there for him. I guess it could be a her, huh? And I'm going to put it to the side, almost like if it was a scarf. You won't see, like, I'm not going to make a bow because this is the back side, but I just want him to have, or her, it should probably be a her, huh, if it has lace. I'm just over here tying this on, and I'm just going to knot it. This is just some vintage lace that I've had for probably 15 years that I'm trying to use on projects. All right, I'm going to cut it. Well, let me cut this side too. Okay. All right, there we go. Let me flip him around so you guys can see him. There he is with his little bunny, with his little tail. And it's glued on there, so it's not going nowhere. Pretty cute. I like them. I like them a lot. I know it's hard to see with this darn light. All right. His little, like I said, I could have made that smaller, but I think it's really cute now, and he's going to look cute downstairs. And after you stuff, you can always manipulate the little ears the way that you want it. But I think it's going to look cute. I'm going to have to push that down more when I stand them up. All right, guys, I hope you have a great evening. And if you guys end up making one of these, thank you, Kim. Even if you make it out of paper, I know not everybody that follows me sews, and not everybody, you know, likes to sew. So, all right, I'm going to hop off of here, but I will catch you guys later. I hope you have a great evening. Hello, hello, Facebook. Oh, look, my ring light's right in my eyeball. Woohoo! That's okay. What I have to say is more important than just my eyeball. Anyways, so I'm going to give it just a couple seconds here because Facebook Live has a little bit of a delay. And I'm using my new setup, which I'm still getting used to it. If you guys saw my post, gosh, when was it? Saturday? I can't remember now. I got my new Archon mount for my camera. That way, when I do Facebook Lives like I am now, I can have one camera pointing at what I'm doing, and then there's another surface here where you could have an iPad or something like that. I'm just going to move you guys again. An iPad or something like that. Maybe if I scoot it back more. You guys don't mind, right? I'm not sure. Anyways, so I got to fiddle with it, and I can see now this is cutting my head off, which it's okay. I mean, I don't mind. But anyways, I'm kind of fiddling with it, so you might see some different angles and things as I get more used to using it. But for some reason, it doesn't want to stay up, and I think it's totally me. Anyways, when you come on, if you would just say hello, and now you guys are crooked. You guys are all going to get dizzy watching me. Anyways, technology, right? So I wanted to come on today and just kind of talk to you guys. I've had actually a couple of people message me about doing Facebook Lives. And while I am definitely not an expert, I am learning, and I'm learning from others. And just kind of trial and error. And I'm putting together some things because some people actually don't know how to go live on Facebook. I was one of those people. I had no clue, and I had to learn. And kind of once I started doing it, I was okay with doing it. And if you guys know, you've seen me do them either talking or doing an actual product. So if you are a small business owner and you're going to try to build more on social media, if that's not your thing, you're kind of missing out. But if it is your thing, then you want to stay tuned, and I'm going to try to share some things that I know about doing Facebook Lives. I'm not really good over on the Instagram. I do more stories, but with Facebook, when you do the lives, it stays on your page forever until you take it off. And I know there's a lot of other stuff behind it, but so today we're just going to talk about a couple of things and then be watching for the rest of the week, because like I said, some of you have messaged and said you don't even know how to go live on Facebook. And I'm going to try to put together something that's really quick where you guys can do it and it's simple. So like I said, going Facebook Live it's easy. I mean, people go Facebook Live not even as a business. They do it on their personal pages. They're on vacation or, something like that. So anyways, one of the things, there's before things today that I share with you about the Facebook Live that I have learned just by watching my numbers is, and I'm going to share those with you. And this might be stuff you guys already know. It might be totally new to you. But the biggest thing I can tell you with Facebook going live, even with your posts, but especially with live, is consistency. So when I first started doing Facebook Lives, I would do it kind of hit or miss, or when I had time, or, if I thought about it, or, oh, this would be good. And I've learned now, just watching my numbers on Facebook, that consistency is key with Facebook Lives. And honestly, when you start building an audience and a relationship with people, you want to see them and they want to see you. Think about somebody that you follow on Facebook that, not a personal, but somebody else on Facebook, a small business owner. You look forward to their posts, or if they're doing something crafty, you look forward to when they're doing it. So it's the same thing with you as a small business owner. Consistency is key, and Facebook will watch that and they will push it out more as you do it. They'll look at your page and think, okay, she's done a couple of lives this week and a couple more lives the week before. All right, we'll push this out a little bit. So I am choosing, I've been following a calendar that I made, and I'm doing 2 Facebook Lives a week, and I'm going to be doing them on Tuesdays and Friday. If you can do it more often, do it more often. I know some of, like my coach, Jennifer Allwood, if you guys follow her, she says to at least do Facebook Lives at least twice a week. If you can do more, that's great. But just remember, you're building a relationship with the people on the other side of that screen. So they want to see you. They want to talk with you. So consistency is key. If you can only do once a week, pick a day of the week and make sure you do it. If you can do it 2 times a week, 2 times a week, do it. Consistency, and you'll see the numbers. You'll see the things and people interacting, and you'll see all that stuff going. Okay, the second thing, as my pen almost breaks, the second thing I want to tell you guys is about lighting. So as you guys can see, as I move up and down, you'll see the reflection right here. I use one of the round ring lights. You don't have to have a ring light. Please know that you can do Facebook Lives without a ring light. Sometimes for me, the ring light is distracting, especially when it's looking at me, because I can see the reflection in my glasses. Of course, if you don't wear glasses, then you don't have that problem. So if you guys ever watch me, because when you're doing Facebook Lives, you're looking at yourself, which is awkward enough, but you're looking at yourself, and now this thing is catching your eye. So you don't have to have a ring light, but I do recommend being in a lit room, whether it be you're outside or if you're in your room. If it's pointed at you, have the windows open if you have sunshine, and the light. If you have your camera pointed downwards, as you guys see me when I do my projects, if you have to, go grab a lamp from your living room, something, and have a light source over it, because you're looking at it with the natural eye, right? So you can see stuff. Well, sometimes. I know I'm at an age where I have to have extra lighting, but you can see it. But that image is going through the cell phone or whatever you're using, and then out to other people, and they're sitting on their devices or on their PC, but usually most people are on their devices and it's a lot smaller. So you need the great lighting so they can actually see what you're doing. I know I looked in some of my first videos that I did and hi Tracy, and didn't really realize the lighting thing, and then I went back and I'm like, I can't even see what I'm doing. They can't see what I'm doing. So make sure you have good lighting. Again, you don't have to go get all the bells and whistles when you first start. I encourage you not to get bells and whistles, you guys. You're building a business, so use what you have. Go grab your living room light. If you have a desk lamp and it's pointed downwards, do a desk lamp. There's times I do them in here and I have my light on in my room and it looks like I have a halo. Like right now my hair's not really this yellow, it's from the light. But have the best lighting that you guys can have. Again, sunlight, any type of light. You don't have to get all the bells and whistles, especially in the beginning. Just go live with the best light that you have, okay? The next one, people get so nervous about facing the camera and doing a Facebook Live. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, when I'm doing it, I'm looking at myself. So I'm watching myself talk, and I'm not from the generation that's all selfies and, you guys have seen my selfies. They're horrible. I'm still trying to figure them out. So that part is awkward to me. Like right now, I can see you guys' names pop up, so I know you're here, but I'm literally looking at myself. And most people will be like, oh gosh, look at my hair. And you'll see people on Facebook Lives, my hair's wet right now, but you'll see them fiddle. I'm looking right now going, they're probably wondering why this has a big X on it right here. Well, because when I print on fabric, I can't ever remember which way the fabric is supposed to go. So I have that up there. And over here, they're probably thinking, well, what's that for? Because people's minds wander. Right here, this is my closet. If I opened that, you guys would be like, look at all that stuff in there. So don't be nervous about doing a face-to-face like this Facebook Live. If it really and truly bothers you, really and truly, and you need to get comfortable with it, I understand. You guys can do exactly what I do usually when I'm doing my videos and I'm creating something, and that is I have my phone tilted down showing you what I'm doing. I'm talking, you guys can hear me. So if I need to roll my eyes like this or freak out because something didn't work right, or I dropped something, or I can't find my needle now that I'm sewing and there's people watching me, your face doesn't always show, but your hands, you can show your hands and your project. So no, you don't always have to do face-to-face like this. If you're uncomfortable with it, that's fine. But eventually people will want to know your face. They're going to want to know your name. They're going to want to know what you're about. They're going to want to know where you live. What's the weather today? That's building relationship. So if you're just starting out, don't worry about doing the face-to-face. Remember that. You can always point your phone down if you need to and do it that way. And I'll be showing you guys some tips. When I first started, before I even had a stand, what I did, you guys are going to laugh. I had a stack of books next to me on my table that I was doing. I had my cell phone placed like this, where the camera part showed what I was doing. And then on top of here, I had another couple of books so that my phone would stay level and wouldn't fall. So if you guys look at some of my earlier videos, they're not the greatest, but I did what I had to do with until I learned what I could buy, what's out there. Then I ended up getting one of the clamps that went on the side of the table that had the ring light that came out of it, and it was only $20, but it worked for what it needed to do, right? Until the little thingy broke, but it was $20. And one time, for a long time, I had my vacuum cleaner on the other side of my table, and I had that clamped to the vacuum and had my cell phone facing downward. So if you would have seen the setup, you would have been like, what in the world is she doing? But again, you don't have to go out and buy the best of the best and all this stuff to do Facebook Lives to do your business. Remember, people want to know you and they want real life. I'm telling you guys. I know we all scroll through, I won't name names, but we all scroll through the big magazines and all that stuff. But honestly, most of us are just not that way. Our homes aren't the Pinterest Big Bang thing that they have. It's not Instagram worthy. It's just a regular. So don't worry about getting all the big fancy stuff, especially when you're just starting. Just do them. Okay. The fourth thing I want to talk about that I really have learned is very important, and unfortunately I can't see comments right now. I can see that you guys are commenting, but I can't see them, but is engagement with your audience. Engagement with the people that are following you or just came across you and they're wondering, what is this person doing? And they're watching you. So Facebook Live has a delay, and it's probably anywhere from 10 seconds to, I've even seen up to 20-25 seconds, where I'm talking and all of a sudden you'll see this person's joined, and here comes the comment. So there is a delay. But engaging with your audience, in my opinion, is one of the major things on Facebook Live. There are times when Facebook, for some reason, we all know computers and systems and stuff, it won't show you any comments when you're on Facebook Live. You can see up here that there's people watching, but there's no comments. Then you get off of your Facebook Live and here are all these people chit-chatting, but you couldn't see it. So one, you should, when you're doing your Facebook Live, look up once in a while and acknowledge, oh, hi there, I can't see. Hi, Mary. Hi, Tracy, whoever was on here, how are you? Engage, and not out of being robotic, but engage with them, okay? If for some reason you can't see the comments, or even if you can, it's always a good idea when you're done with your Facebook Live to go back through and talk to them. Thank you for joining me. Or sometimes they have questions and maybe you missed it during the live feed, or you said the answer, but people pop on and off during lives depending on how long they are. We don't have all kinds of time sometimes to sit there and watch the whole thing, or we just watched a little bit, now we got to hop off and go finish dinner or run somebody somewhere. So people are hopping on and off. So they may ask a question and you answer it on the live, but make sure you go back and answer those questions in your feed. Thank them for coming by. And that's part of building relationships. You guys all know that. So we're on social media for different reasons, and one of it's communication and the other is building relationships, whether that be with family and friends or people that you really don't know, like me. Most of you that are on here, I've never physically met you, but I'm Cynthia Chapman from Sin's Place. I like to craft. Most of you probably know I live in Arizona with the desert, because I'm always talking about it, especially when the heat comes around. That's building relationships. So those are the 4 things I wanted to talk with you guys today. Is on your Facebook Lives, I'm looking at my notes, by the way, your Facebook Live, you want to make sure consistency, whatever that is. Lighting, make sure you have decent lighting. You don't have to have a whole studio come in, but decent lighting so people can see. And you don't always have to do your face. It's nice to do it once in a while, but I know sometimes people get nervous. But if you don't want to do your face, have the ability to have whatever you're doing, whether it's pointing down at something or maybe you're painting something, make sure it's pointed at whatever it is that you are doing. Eventually your face, it'll come, trust me. You might be nervous at first, but you'll eventually get better at it. And number 4 is to engage with your audience. So I'm going to try to put together something later on actually how to go live on your cell phone. I have an iPhone, so the examples I'll be using is the iPhone, but I'm sure the Android has the same buttons. They might be in different places, but it's the same concept. Because I know some of you have messaged me asking, how do I even go live? How do I even get my device to work? And lives are very important on social media for your small business. So I'm going to hop off of here. I have some appointments today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will try to get to any comments that you have when I hop off of here. So have a great day. Hello, Facebook. Hello. Let me get you guys settled here, because, whoa, I'm in your face. When you come on, say hello. I've got lots of D-rings going on in my face over here. Let's see if I can fix those. Maybe not. You guys will just have to look at my my light ring. So when you come on, say hello. Let me know you're here. I've got lace, guys. But I have a question. question for you guys. So as you come on, say hello. Facebook takes a few seconds or so for me to realize that you're there, but I have some questions for you guys. I'm really excited. I hope you're excited too. All right. So after I do this Facebook Live, I will go back and answer any questions or any comments as well, because sometimes, as you guys know, Facebook doesn't let me see who's on. So I'm wanting to start, I'm just picking up my desk here as I go along. So I'm wanting to start adding some flowers to some of the things that I do. So I do make a few little smaller wooden signs that I use with Chalk Couture. Not major signs, but smaller little signs. And I also make ornaments. You guys might have saw the Facebook Live the other day, like these right here. Okay, so these are little Americana heart red, white, and blue ones that'll eventually be in my Etsy shop. So I make that, and if you guys have followed my page for a while, you'll see that I make little ornaments and things for pretty much, hi Libby, every season. And one of the things that I did start doing in the fall was I started doing felt flowers. And I love making felt flowers. I hand cut them all. I don't have a machine. I think you can use, someone told me you can use the Silhouette, and I forget what the other one is, the Cricut, that you can use both of those to make felt flowers, but I don't have either machine, so I just cut them out by hand. But one of the things that I really want to add to a few designs that I have coming up for Mother's Day is some flowers, but I think I want to make them out of lace. So I have quite a few boxes like this. These are those little shoe boxes full of, and it's actually vintage lace. Some of it might be newer, but most of it is definitely vintage. So I'm going to pull out a couple pieces, and I want you guys to tell me either with a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or you can put in the comments if that to you is something that would make a pretty flower. When I make them, sometimes I have to sew them and gather, and sometimes I make them with just twisting I should have grabbed one of my flowers. That's okay. Sometimes I use it by just hot gluing the fabric or the lace around like one of these, like one of the little pieces of cardboard. And then as you take it around and around, it becomes bigger and it makes a flower. But I want to add some lace ones to the mom ones that I'm actually putting in my shop in the next couple weeks. So hold on a second. And I've got a hubby and a youngest one home, so they may come barging in anytime, which is okay. They usually know I'm doing Facebook Lives this part of the evening. Okay, so here's the first lace that I have. Now this lace is a smaller lace. It is vintage. But I want to see, so here it is. You guys can see it in all its yumminess. So it's like a grayish color. And if you guys can see that, you probably can't see the gray. It's definitely not like a stark white, but I want you guys to see how small it is, how thin it is. I have quite a bit of it. I don't keep my laces all nice like I probably should, but so what do you guys think of this? Would this be something pretty for a flower? Let me see. You guys probably can't tell what so here's a ruler. So, I mean, if you look, see how small it is? So let me know. What do you guys think of that one? Again, I would be making them with sewing them and putting them on, like hot gluing them on them. Not like these back here. Those are made out of, hi Kim, those are made out of coffee filters. But they're probably about maybe this size big around. So what do you guys think of this? We are voting on, Libby says yes. We're voting on adding flowers, lace flowers, to some of the Mother's Day designs that I have. Okay, so I'm going to put that one to the side. Then I have, let me grab this one. This is, and I have several of these. So this is vintage lace as well. This has like a little tie around it. But this one, you can see this one. So this one is a lot thicker, And it's definitely like a sheer, like a see-through. So I would say probably on this one, it's like 2.5 inches wide. This is really pretty. But, so what do you guys think of this one? You can let me know in the comments. This one is definitely, if I were to make a flower out of this, it would be huge. I mean, it's going to be a lot bigger flower, but I think it's just gorgeous. But I have all this lace, you guys, that I need to like use. Okay, so there's that one. And again, it's almost 3 inches wide. I have a couple of these, but so let me know what you guys think on that one. That one's like an off-white, almost a yellow. They're yellowing because they're older. Okay. So next one I tried to pick out, like I even have lace like this, which I would not use, but I even have some lace that's like really, really wide, but that just would not work. Okay, so here's another one, and this is a wide lace as well. This one's almost like a cream color. So this one is, let me measure it for you guys. Oh, wrong side. This one is almost 3 inches as well. But see how pretty that is? This one's like a cream color. A creamy color. So what do you guys think of that one? Hope you guys can see it. And again, this would be a really huge flower because it's not as small. Okay? So let me know in the comments what you guys think of these. And I know it's hard to visualize flowers made out of lace unless you're actually seeing them, but I always think, you know, if I was a mom, would I want something? Libby likes that one too. Isn't that pretty? It's really pretty. Okay, I'm going to put that one over here. I have a couple more to show you guys. Like I said, I have tons of it, but not all of it can be, that one's not one of them. Okay, not all of it could be made into a flower because some of them are just too big. Okay. That's it for that one. Let me move my stuff over here. All right. My heat just kicked on. Okay, well, I like these. I have, but there's no way I could. I'm actually thinking about putting this on the bottom of a shirt I have. Okay, so the next one, and again, I have more than one pile of it. It's just like I said, I've got stuff, you guys, let me tell you. Okay, this one is like an off-white. This one's a thinner one. This one is an inch. This one is like an off-white. Oh, that's not very good. But see, it's got like these little flowers on them. I think that one would be really pretty too. Because you figure you gather it and you put it, oh, you guys can't see. You gather it and make it. So I think that one would be really pretty too. So you have to let me know on that one as well. I have 2 more. This one, these are some bigger pieces. We can't use the bigger pieces. Okay, this one, not vintage, but this one is, I have a couple rolls of these, and this is not vintage. I mean, it might be from the 80s, who knows? I don't think it has a, nope, just says burlap. But look at this one. So this is like burlap in the middle, and then this is like white lace on it. So I'm wondering if that would look pretty as a flower. I don't know. This one is kind of, because it has the burlap in it, it's hard, it's stiffer. So I don't know how well that would turn when I'm making a flower. So that one I'm not sure, but might be able to do something with that one. I have like 5 rolls of this stuff, and I don't even know where I got it from. My guess would be maybe at a garage sale or something, because I don't know. I don't know about that one. That one's a iffy. Like I said, it's kind of stiff. It's really pretty, but it's stiff. And then, let me find my other one. That's not it. This is it. This one I don't have as much of, but I don't know, you guys. What do you think? So this one is like a yellowy cream color. But look how tiny this lace is. Do you guys see that? This one is literally probably, it's not even quite a half an inch. But this one is so pretty. And this is definitely a lace. It's not stiff or anything. But it's not white. It's like a cream color. So, I don't know. What do you guys think of that one? That might be pretty with something else. I'll have to see on that one too. But I have like 4 totes of all this old lace, and I absolutely love it. And there's some that in my mind, I know what I'm going to do. You like that one too? I do too, Libby. It's like in my mind, I know like this is gorgeous. I mean, it's beautiful. But I'm like, what am I going to use that for? You know what I mean? I would actually use this like on the bottom of like a shirt or something. Okay, let me grab the other one. So I have, mostly the ones I have are like an off-white, and then I have that gray one, and then I have the burlap with the white. The burlap, I have it in these storage containers. All right, oh, I got a little star in there. Okay, so this one is one that I have like tons of, but this one again is a tiny one. This one's less than a half an inch, what we can call it for. So what do you guys think of this one? This one is like, there's a lot of holes in it, which I do most of my flowers with the hot glue gun, and that worries me because I'll probably have to burn my fingers off. Let me know what you guys think of this one. To me, this one would look really cute in the middle of, where did that other one go? Like this one. See how it's like scallopy? So do like this for the outside, and then like this one on the inside. So that's it. That's all I have to show you. I have a couple other ones that are really pretty. I even have a black lace one. But like I have like this one. I don't have much of this, but this one, Libby says yes. Look, I mean, it's just gorgeous. And they're just sitting here, and it's like, I want to put it on something. And, you know, when somebody buys my stuff and gifts it to somebody else, especially vintage, I love vintage stuff. So, yeah, I have quite a bit of this one, so that wouldn't be a problem. This one, I have tons of it. Tons of it. There goes my ring light. Anyways, you guys have really helped me, and like I said, if you watch the replay, comment on it and let me know what you think, especially with some of the laces that are the whiter ones. You know, would you, I mean, with an ornament, say this size, let's just say this one, and it said mom on it, and I put a couple little flowers right there, that's fine. But would you buy, and I don't have one, but would you buy, and these ornaments, by the way, they don't have to be hung on trees. You could put them on the outside of a package. Like back here, I have my closet door. You could hang it on the door right there. We just call them ornaments, but you can hang them on cupboard doors. If you have a pegboard, you could even not hang them. You can put them inside a little bowl. I should probably show you guys how to do that too, to make them look really cute. But this to me is like a really cute little size, but you know, for Mother's Day, say, would you buy an ornament that was like this huge? I mean, I guess, right? You could hang it on something like that, or people that are wreath makers, you could always put those. I don't make wreaths, but I know wreath makers, so so many ideas, so many ideas. But anyways, if you guys come in and you watch the replay, let me know what you think. Do you like the smaller lace to be the smaller flowers, or you know, do you like this kind of lace for the flowers that's really big? And of course, you know, when you make the flower, it's scrunched up so as it goes around, but it would be definitely be a bigger flower, definitely. So anyways, I'm gonna clean up my mess here. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and I think we're going to do some more Chalk Couture, but we'll be doing ink tomorrow, which is going to be really, I got to pull this light off of here, which is going to be really exciting. I always love working with the inks because, oops, I always love working with the inks because they're permanent. And if you guys ever want to know, this is what I use. It's a little ring light and it just clips right on your phone. But anyways, I gotta turn it off. All right, have a good evening. Good evening, Facebook. Good evening. Just the hands tonight. Maybe after a while I'll move it up, but my camera stand is being very wonky tonight. So this may be all that you see of me. It's just the hands. But that's important, right? So tonight I thought I would do a quick Chalkature on, oops, I found on my squeegees. If you guys watched my last one, I couldn't find them. And look, I lost them again. Oh, here's another one. I found them. Hello, Libby. So I thought I would do the Home Sweet Home transfer in the fall colors tonight. And I'm actually just going to be using part of it. And I'm using the Chalkature Aiden board tonight. I got it all cleaned up from the last time I used it. So, but tonight on the Home Sweet Home, I'm going to do it upside down. So hopefully, if you guys could give me a thumbs up and let me know, is the Home Sweet Home, when you're looking at it right now, is it the correct way or do I need to flip my screen? Because I'm going to do it upside down tonight and hopefully where you guys can read it. I know sometimes it's hard to get the gist of it when you guys aren't reading it the correct way. So just let me know in the comments, is it Home Sweet? Because when I look in the camera, it's backwards. So I'm hoping it's right for you guys. But I'm going to just use the home part, and then down below I'm going to be putting some of the fall flowers, the fall leaves on the bottom of it. So this is the whole transfer that says Home Sweet Home, but I'm just going to use the word home tonight. So let's see. Flip your screen. Okay, let's see if I can do it, because sometimes it'll let me and sometimes it will not. And then sometimes I end up with funny stuff on here. All right. How's that? Let me know how that is. And hopefully I'm not jiggling you guys too much. All right. So that should be right. Of course, now everything's backwards for me, but that's okay. I don't mind. I just want you guys to be able to see. I've had people actually ask me if our transfers are backwards, and they're not. Just Facebook can't figure out, I guess, how to flip everybody's screens around. So I've used this transfer before, so I don't need to fuzz it. And I'm not a real stickler on the middle, so I'm going to just kind of eyeball it, but I want it more towards the top so I can put some really pretty leaves down there. And I'm going to do the home part in white. Oops. So our transfers are repositionable, reusable. I believe you can use them 8 to 10 times. Thank you, Libby. I'm glad it's the right way because I need to figure all that stuff out. Okay, so I'm kind of putting it towards the top up here. I feel like I got something on the bottom of this transfer. Nope, we're good. All right, so I'm just using part of it, just the home part. Just making sure that's down. We're gonna do the home part in just the plain white. And I actually have a new white chalk paste that I bought, and you know what, I can't find it. Does anybody else do that? And I did not get my stirring stick. My phone folds here. There it goes. Alright, so I'm just stirring it around. You always want to stir the paste before you use it. This could probably use a little bit of water. So I'm just stirring it. This one was one of the original ones that I got when I got my kit, I believe in, whoa, I want to say it was February. And it's still going strong. And I've done a lot with the white. White is probably the color I use most. And I still have a bunch left. So the Chalk Couture paste, as long as you take care of them and, you know, use them often, they go a long way. All right. Okay, so there's my white, and I'm just going to clean off my little stirring stick here. That way, when we use the other colors, I probably should have stirred them before my live, but that's okay. So, we're just going to get our little squeegee here and take some white. And just do our home. We're not going to do all of it, just the word home. Oops. Just doing a thin layer. You want to work pretty quick with the paste. And of course I have my overhead fan on, so it goes even faster. I mean, it dries even faster. Just want to make sure it's on there. If you get in a bind and you notice the chalk paste is drying out, you can always put a wet paper towel on top of it, and it kind of re-moistens it, so that way it'll come up. Throw my squeegee in the bath there. Got white chalk paste on my hand. And we're going to pull our transfer up. Maybe. I really need more hands. There it is. Home sweet home. Well, just the home part anyways. So I'm just setting my transfer over here on a towel. I'm going to wet it a little and clean it. I like to clean my transfers as I go. You guys can always put them in like a water bath. That would be fine. I don't have a, I used to do that, and then I just found it was easier to do it this way. If I was using a really big transfer, I would definitely put it in a water bath or take it directly to the sink. But this one is not too bad. So I'm just cleaning it over here. I guess I could show you guys how to clean it. I know I've showed you guys, but we always have new people joining. So if you're new here and it's your first time watching my video, let me know. Alright. Again, just cleaning it. My transfer, you want to make sure you get all the chalk paste out of the screen. I'm probably wiggling you guys, huh? That way it you can reuse it, and it doesn't have any of the stuff. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's pretty sticky. I hear somebody downstairs. I think my husband's home. Hopefully he'll come in and say hello and let me know he's home. Or, well, I think it's him. Okay, so there's the home part. Pretty neat. It's nice and clean, and I wish you guys could feel this, but it's already dry. I can rub my hand across it. It's dry. It's dry. Okay, so my thoughts, these leaves go the same way. I wish they would have made one the other way, but they didn't. So I'm just going to kind of do one in a color and then do another one, and then while that one's drying, I'll do another color. And these I'm going to do in the yellow, I'm sorry, the orange and my bumblebee yellow. That's like my absolute favorite yellow ever. Because you want, when you use the transfers, you want to let them dry in between. So that way they'll work. They'll stick, and then the paste has to go through the screen. Okay. So I think I'll use orange first. I kind of moved my camera around to a different spot tonight. That way you guys could see it better, and it leaves me less workspace over here, which is okay, but when you're used to doing something one way, boy, I tell you. So again, I have my orange paste, and I am just putting some water in it and stirring it. I'll try to do it right here where you guys can see it without dropping it on my board. I think this paste is the pumpkin, but they have different colors of orange. All right, so there's that one. I thought I had a another wipeout. I hear lots of noise going downstairs. My husband and my our youngest son went somewhere, so it sounds like they're back. Okay. So then I'm going to do the orange leaf. Sometimes you can flip these and get 2 uses out of them if you do it quickly. So let's try it. The worst thing that'll happen is it won't work and I'll just have to redo it. That's okay. I don't mind redoing sometimes because it's simple and it's fun. Let's see if this works. If it doesn't, that's okay. We can just clean it off. Try again. That's one thing that I absolutely love about the chalk paste. The ink, not so forgiving. Chalk paste, totally forgiving. All right, let's see. Yep, we got 2 leaves out of it. That's exciting. Okay. I gotta throw my orange squeegee in my water over there. And again, I'm just cleaning the transfer off. But like I said, sometimes on the smaller transfers like this, if you do it quickly, you can get away with not cleaning the transfer in between. You can do 2 of them really quick. Probably, I don't think you can do more than 2. I mean, you could always try it, but the thing of it is the way the screens work, the transfers work, is that there's screens. If you can see how you can see through it, there's screens. So once you start pushing the paste through, it's going to push through, and then there might be a little bit in there. So if you push it again, then you definitely got to clean your transfer. But on there, I got to make sure it's in the center. I got them on there. Now I'm going to put the littler one, and I'm going to try to do it without pulling up the orange. And again, if I was not talking to you guys, I could whip this out a lot faster, but I still think it's faster. Pretty fast. So I'm going to put a small one up here, and hopefully the sticky won't pull this orange off. That's what I hope. And I'm trying not to overlap the leaves. You can. It's just sometimes, you know, depending if a color is darker or not, it might not show all the way through, which is fine. But this one I want really bright yellow. There's my yellow. Like I said, this bumblebee yellow is my absolute favorite. And I never used to be a yellow person. Didn't really care for it, but I think it's one of those colors you gotta have in fall. Again, you guys can't see me. I'm just stirring up my paste here. I'm putting a little water with it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but let's see if we can get 2 out of this one. We might if I make this paste the consistency of yogurt. That's what it's supposed to be. Just stirring it. Alright. Just wiping that off. I keep tossing my wipe that I'm using for my stirring stick here. That's kind of funny. Alright. I'm just cleaning it off. Cleaning the paste. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but some of the paste, when I was stirring, fell right there, and it's okay. You just take a cloth, blow on it, and it's good. Okay. So, let's take the yellow, and we're going to try to get 2 out of this one again. So, let's see if it'll do it. If we do it quickly. You don't let the paste dry on there. Like I said, if it doesn't work, that's okay. Alright, let's pick it up. Hopefully it doesn't pull up the orange. But if it does, it's okay. That's so cute. It might overlap a little. I don't know if we're going to be able to get 2 out of it. Because if I set that back down, it's gonna cover up that one. Dilemma. Do we do it anyways? Let's do it anyways. Alright. So I only pressed in the places where it's not overlapped. And then let's grab some yellow. And we'll just do it real quick and see how it turns out. Like I said, if it doesn't turn out right, it's okay. We can just clean it up and try it again. Oh, I hear doors. My hubby must be home. Alright. Throw my yellow in there. Put my lid on. Let's pull this up. Hopefully it won't pull up the other yellow one. Ta-da! Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Just going to clean up my transfer over here. If you guys can hear that, but all that is me cleaning the transfer. That part's kind of boring actually. But you do want to make sure that they get really clean. That way you can get the maximum uses out of them. And then you always want to follow up with a Clorox wipe, especially on the sticky side. It just gets it really clean, and it does something like really magical to the sticky on that side. So I'm just cleaning off my transfer. All clean. Alright. So there you have it. The Home Sweet Home transfer, just using the home. And I use the orange and yellow, now it's out of screen, the orange and yellow. Let me see if I can move you guys up. If you don't like getting dizzy, you might want to close your eyes. Let's see if I can move you guys. Hey! Howdy, howdy, howdy. Oh, I forgot this is backwards. Okay, maybe that's better. I don't know. Alright, let me hold it up so you guys can see it. Simple. Shows you how you can use 2 different transfers, and again, you don't have to use the whole transfer. It said Home Sweet Home. I just used the home part. These boards, the Aiden boards, are magnetic, so you could always stick like a flower or an acorn or something like right there. So there you have it. See, now it's backwards for me. Okay. Alright, I'm going to switch it back because it makes me dizzy. Alright, let me get my little thing here. Boop. Alright. So now it's backwards for you guys. So I wanted to, this will be my last live that I do, probably. I might do another one this week. I have a couple other things, but I want to let those of you that are interested in my VIP group for Chalk Couture, I want to let you know that it will be opening on Monday. It'll be opening on Monday. And I have, in that group, we'll be doing just Chalk Couture. There'll be giveaways. There'll be sales. There'll be bundles that you can buy. And if you ever want to join Chalk Couture and be on my team, you're more than welcome to do that. I actually have one person under me, and she's absolutely awesome and doing wonderful. And when I watch her her products, when she's doing her make and takes, they're like so cute. So if you ever want to join Chalk Couture, by all means, you can message me or go to my website, or if you have questions, I'll try to answer them. But the VIP group that I'm opening, you can always join my team, but it's mainly for people who maybe just kind of want to dabble in it or see what it's about, or maybe like a hobbyist where you just really want to get really good deals and have stuff just shipped to your home and you can create it there. And like I said, we'll be doing bundles, giveaways, contests, all kinds of fun stuff. So it will be opening on Monday. And I don't have my calendar, or I could tell you the date, but it will be opening on Monday. So everybody that joins my group on Monday, that week, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. And I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So when you join, there's going to be questions when you join. And one of the questions is, what was the giveaway word that I give away in the live? So if you're watching the live, the word, when it asks you the question, is pumpkin. So make sure you write that down if you want to join my VIP group. It is pumpkin, Pumpkin, pumpkin. All right, so there we go. I love these boards, these Aiden boards. So I hope you guys have a really good evening, and like I said, come join me in my VIP group and see what it's all about on Monday. Have a great night. Hello again. Maybe third time's the charm. So hello, if you're joining me again on Facebook Live. Hopefully it's working this time. Facebook is being just very, maybe it's Sunday and everybody's on Facebook. Maybe that's what it is. Anyways, I'm gonna get started here. Let me put a link in for you guys if you're just joining me. My name is Cynthia Chapman, and I'm the operator and owner of Sin's Place, the page you're on. And I gotta try to figure out how to pin something, so hold on a second. Let's see if it'll let me. It's funny because I know you guys don't see what I'm doing, but pin comment. There we go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Today's Facebook Live is going to be a little bit different. I'm not doing any crafting. I'm just reaching out and talking to those people that are business owners. So if you're not a business owner, or if it's not something that you're interested in, then you'll have to catch me maybe later. I'll do one. Not really sure. But anyways, I wanted to come on line today and tell you guys about my business coach. Her name is Jennifer Allwood. I know a lot of you that follow me probably either are in her business or have heard of her at least. And she's actually opening up her inner circle tomorrow. And I believe it's only open for 48 hours. I might have to check again, but I believe that's correct. But it's opening tomorrow. And this is the last time she'll be opening it this year until next year. So I wanted to jump on and let you guys know, those of you that have a business or are considering a business, I just kind of wanted to give you some highlights of her inner circle and how it's affected my life. So Jennifer Allwood, let me tell you how I came across her. So a few years ago, she was on a Facebook Live, and I believe she was painting her tile in her kitchen. And I think it was at night for her, so I'm in Arizona, so the time was different. But I had caught, not the live, but I had caught the replay of it. And I remember thinking to myself, first of all, I didn't even know you could paint tile, and how well is that going to hold up? And just, it was odd to me. And so I ended up liking her page, and I would watch her all the time when she was live, and catch them, or if I couldn't catch the actual live, I would catch her doing DIY later on. I remember one time, it was in the fall, and her mom's had died out in the backyard, or front yard, whichever it was, and she spray painted them for the snow weather that was coming, and I thought that was odd. I had never seen that either. But Jennifer Allwood used to do a lot of the DIY, and then I would notice in between her doing the DIY, she would always talk about business and growing your business online, and being that I have an Etsy shop and I have a business page that really wasn't doing that much. I thought this would be great. And so I would tune in, and Jennifer started talking about certain things that was interesting to me, something that I think I would want to do in my business, but I had no clue how to do them. No clue. So I continued to watch her, and then last year when she opened up her inner circle, I prayed about it and talked to my husband, because it's a monthly subscription, and I thought, I'm going to try it, and if it's something that doesn't fit my needs, I can just stop it. It's just like if you guys do Netflix, or if you do the Dollar Shave Club. It's the same type of thing, except this is business coaching, which honestly, had no clue there was even business coaching. So I decided to do it, and at that time I signed up for the monthly, and I didn't know what to expect. I mean, if you guys are friends, or if you follow Jennifer Allwood, you know that she's a DIYer, she's a business coach. She'll be up in the middle of the night praying for you. She shares a lot on her Instagram story, so I really wasn't sure what more I would get out of it, except she was mentioning things you could do in your business that, again, I had no clue even you could do. And when I got in there, into her business coaching group, which she does on the Facebook platform, she offers trainings in there that are permanent. So there's things that I'm learning currently. I'm doing the Pinterest one that I didn't even know you could do on Pinterest. I would just sit on Pinterest and be pinning all this fun stuff that I thought I would make, or that looks cool, or I love that for fall. But the truth of the matter is, as a business owner, your Pinterest should be working for your business. If you guys are on an Etsy team, even like the Etsy team that I'm on, we do a lot of pinning other people's stuff to Pinterest, and there's so much out there you can learn about Pinterest, and using it to drive traffic to your website, or even your Etsy shop. Like, a lot of people, I mean, you guys think about it, when you want to go look for something new to make, or I want to look at this, most DIYers go to Pinterest. So you should have your stuff on there. It's awesome. I have notes, so that's why I keep looking down. So she has trainings on Facebook's and Pinterest and affiliate links. Guys, I didn't even know what affiliate links were. No clue. All I knew is they are something that you can get, and in return you get money for when people go to the affiliate links. That's all I knew. Didn't know how to do them, how to set them up, anything like that. And you can get affiliate links off of so many different things. And one of the things that, if you follow Jennifer Allwood at all, she teaches about having a website. And I know some people don't want to have a website. They just want to have Etsy. There's no problem with that. But I'm a person who wants to have a website. So in Jennifer Allwood's group, I actually found somebody who does websites at a very good price. And let me tell you, I absolutely love helping other small business owners. So Sin's Place soon will have a website. How exciting is that? Awesome. I'm so excited about it, you guys. There's friendships you build in there. And one of the things I know personally, being small business, is that I can talk to my husband about hi Anna, I can talk to my husband about my business stuff, but he supports me 100% and helps where he can. But honestly, bouncing off ideas needs to come from somebody else who is a DIYer or small, and they're not always even in my niche. I've bounced ideas off of people that are painting furniture. So you meet people in there, and you you see their ideas and what's working for them. And, like I said, you can bounce your ideas off of them. And it's just, it's a good group. It's a controlled group. There's this much drama. Zero in that group. Zero. And I'm not just saying that to, bubble stuff up. There's no drama in that group. It's not allowed. And the people in there don't do it. They just don't. Jennifer has monthly trainings from outside guests. The one she had this past week, and I don't always catch them because they're live because I have a day job and I'm at work, but I always put time aside either in the evening or that weekend, and I catch up on the training, write down my notes, and apply the training. And this month they had somebody in there who was teaching us different Facebook things. I didn't even know that there are certain words that if you put in your Facebook post, that Facebook will actually pull the reach back. I had no clue. So the benefits of being in a business coaching group like Jennifer Allwood's, it's constant updating things and knowledge from not just Jennifer, even though she's a world of knowledge, but she brings people in to meet our needs that we're needing. And she also does website reviews, and she'll do Facebook reviews if that's something you want her to do. And she has the monthly call and things like that where you can get on and ask her questions. And the trainings that are provided in her group stay there. So if you missed the one last week, it doesn't matter. It's permanent. It's in the library. It's part of your monthly membership. You can do it at your own leisure. She encourages. She kicks you in the butt when you need it. I mean, let's face it, we're all business owners, and sometimes we can be more of a learner and less of a doer. So I try, like I said, right now I'm doing the Pinterest training, and I have to learn it and do it, because you can learn, but if you don't apply it, it's not going to help, right? And lastly, I wanted to tell you guys, for me, having a business coach is something I never thought I would ever want. I just didn't. I have a really good friend, she knows who she is, who helps me a lot with Etsy, because Etsy, even though it's a great place to sell, you can't just throw stuff up on Etsy and expect people to find it. It's still a search engine. So I do have an awesome friend that helps me with that, and she's very knowledgeable, and I just absolutely love her to death. But I wanted the other side of it. If I want the website, how do I do that? If I want affiliate links, how in the world do I even do that? Do you know I never did a Facebook Live until I got in Jennifer Allwood's coaching group? And I didn't do it because Jennifer Allwood was like, you'll be fine. Everything's going to be roses. When you do it, you're going to hear angels sing and birds are going to fly. She said, if you want your Facebook page to grow, because again, serving the people and all that stuff, she said, it's going to make you feel like you got to throw up, and it's going to happen a lot, and eventually get used to it, and then it goes back. So again, I probably would have eventually done Facebook Lives, but her Facebook inner circle is not just about, here's a hug and let's go on. Sometimes Jennifer tells you this is what you need to do, and you either have to do it or you're going to stay the same. So because I'm in her inner circle, and if you guys follow other pages, you might see the same thing. She gives us an affiliate link. So this is one of those that's an affiliate link. So, evening Tracy, hi. So with the affiliate link, you can go to it, and yes, she provides, I guess it's not commission, but when you click on the affiliate link, it's associated with me. So that way people can earn money also for referring to her coaching group. And like I said, I've been in her coaching group since, I think I signed up, it was either end of November or December of last year. I can't remember 100%. And for every month, the subscription money comes out. It's something that we, hubby and I, that we budget for, and we just do it. But like I said, I have learned a lot in there. And currently I'm doing the Pinterest training, and it's exciting as a business owner that what you can do through Pinterest to drive traffic to your website, or in this case, because I just have the Etsy shop. So for me, my why for joining the Inner Circle honestly was to learn how to do my business and learn about things that I didn't even know you could do. Like I said, I thought Pinterest was just, you get on there and play and, pin stuff for my future farmhouse home that I'm going to buy someday, and the wallpaper, or I'm sorry, the sink that I want, and oh yeah, wallpaper's back in, the wallpaper. And Pinterest is so much more than that. If you're a business owner, I'm going to encourage you to really pray about it and think about it. And again, if a business coach is something that you feel that you need, I recommend Jennifer Allwood, her Inner Circle. I really do. And like I said, she doesn't do as much DIY as she used to, because she's focusing more on the coaching part of it. And I also want to encourage those of you that are watching the live and watch later on, if you don't follow Jennifer Allwood, her page, make sure you follow it. She gives out nuggets and nuggets of free information, even if you don't join her Inner Circle. I will tell you, for Facebook and Instagram, Etsy, anything, consistency is key. And Jennifer will tell you over and over again, when you are on your Facebook, and you guys will notice that, those of you that follow my page, it's not always just Sins Place, because, I mean, I think I make nice stuff, but not everybody wants to see all my stuff all the time, right? So you have to share other content. And for me, being a business owner is not just about selling the stuff. It's about serving my audience. It's about connecting with you guys. A lot of you guys I have on here are on my regular Facebook page because you're either family, or you're friends that I've met through other friends, or you're on my Etsy team. But there's a lot of you on here that, however you found my page, I've connected with you on here. And even now, faith is a big part of my life. And there's times when I come on here and I ask, if I can pray for you guys, or how I can pray for you. And if you don't want to mention the prayer, I'm praying for you. And when I tell you guys I'm praying for you, whatever that prayer is, you don't have to tell me. God knows. I actually sit down and I pray for you, because I believe in prayer and I believe in that. So, and that's what we did when I joined the Jennifer Allwood group. John and I both talked about it, and I prayed about it, and it's a group that I believe in. And again, if it's something that you consider and you think, you get in there and it's not something you want, it's not a contract, it's not written in stone. You can just always cancel it. But I was deciding on the affiliate link, because yes, of course, if you guys click on it, it's monetary for me. But more than anything, I absolutely love to see small businesses thrive and grow to whatever it is that they're supposed to be. So if that means your small business is to grow to be 7 figures and all that fun stuff, so be it. But if your small business is because you're a mom, you're a single mom, or you're a small family, or you're a large family, and you just need to pay the light bill, or you need to pay the car payment, or maybe it's something as simple as, I made extra money this month because the kids needed stuff for school. Or if you're like John and I, and we're almost empty nesters, we still have one son at home, but he's old, he's an adult, and our money doesn't go for that type of stuff anymore because our boys are grown, but we still have debt to pay off, and we have vacations that we like to take, and I like to have new shoes once in a while, and I like to get my hair done, which actually I need to. But anyways, I wanted to give somebody else out there who might be like me, who this is what their business looks like right now, and it's great and it's fine, but they want to expand that, and they don't really know how, because there's people and there's other business coaches, but I can't speak for them because I've only been in the group with Jennifer Allwood, that can show you how to take it from here out. But you guys have to know that if you join her group, it's not something like this that comes on a silver platter and magic, everything's done. You still have to do the work. It's just Jennifer gives you the tools to know how to do them. And again, if you're somebody who wants to just do your Etsy, you don't ever want a website, there's nothing wrong with that, but you still have to get traffic to Etsy. You still have to know how to do that. So, and I did meet a lady that's in Jennifer Allwood's group, and actually I will share her page. Maybe I'll share it tomorrow. And she does free stuff on her page all the time about helping you with Etsy and SEO. If you guys know about SEO with Etsy, it'll make you want to pull your hair out. So anyways, I wanted to come online and give you the opportunity. Her inner group, Jennifer Allwood's Inner Circle, opens tomorrow, and I believe it's only open for 48 hours if I remember correctly, and I should know because I hear it all the time when I watch her stuff, or if we get the emails from being in her group. So again, I have the affiliate link on here. You can go ahead and click on it, and I believe there's a spot that says count me in, and then when it opens, then it goes forward. Or you can come back tomorrow, and I'm gonna post in the morning. She's Central Time, so I'm not really sure what time that would be where you're at, but that's when it opens, and you can click on it and sign up. Like I said, it's a monthly fee, and it's been absolutely wonderful for me, the knowledge and encouragement and kick in the butt that I get sometimes in that group for stuff that I need to be doing for my business. And I want to thank everybody who has came and watched this live or will watch it later. I know it's different. Usually I'm crafting, but again, I really want to give those people who have a business, who want to take it further, or who are struggling, a chance to join her inner circle. And if you guys choose not to, if it's not the right time for you, or you're just not sure, please at least follow her page, because she gives tons of information out for free. But her group is very, very wonderful, and I just wanted to let you guys know. So in the description, it has the link to it, or I have pinned it, and again tomorrow I will post when it goes live. So I hope you all have a great evening. Bye. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Hello. Just getting set up here. Make sure I'm on the right page. I was just on the wrong page. That's what happens when you have multiple pages, right? I didn't even get to put a description in. You guys are gonna have to take my word for what we're doing tonight. So just give me like a couple of minutes. Make sure when you come in, you say hello. Let me know where you're from, because Facebook sometimes does not show me comments until after. So, yep, there I am. Okay, I'm live. Awesome. All right. Happy Thursday, everybody. And I hope you guys are having a really good day. So I'm going to be on tonight making some little pillows, and I would love if when you come on that you say hello and let me know where you're from. I always like to know where people are from. I think it's neat how people across the country and across the world can be on the internet and kind of enjoying videos. So if this is your first time here, my name is Cynthia Chapman, and I am the owner of Cin's Place. And tonight we're going to be making some small little square pillows. You can use them in like an Easter basket, or you could put them in a bowl on your counter. And so I'm trying to mess with cell phone camera angles. We changed some things around in my craft room, and I have my old computer and my new computer, and everything's this right here is like the non-chaotic side. If you guys saw this way, you would be like, oh my goodness. But seriously, it's getting better, and I'm going through stuff, so awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna point you guys down now, and hopefully you'll be able to see enough of what I'm doing, and also look at my hair. Also my sewing machine, because I kind of wanted to show you guys that too. My sewing machine does not hum. My sewing machine is quite loud. So when I sew, you might not be able to hear me. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know because I've never sewn on the sewing machine live. I don't think. Maybe I have. I'm not sure. Okay, so let me move my mouse out of the way. All right. Okay, let me move my sewing machine, and then I'm going to point you guys down, and hopefully, like I said, you'll be able to see well enough what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm messing around with angles still. Always, right? Okay, so let me point you down. Oh, I might have to turn you guys a little too. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to point you down, okay? All right. So this is my current working area, and like I said, things are changing, things are moving around here, so right now I just have this little space, and here's my sewing machine, so maybe you won't be able to see it that well. You know what, let me move something else. Hold on. Hold on. Well, hopefully this is good enough, right? Okay, so these are the 3 little pillows that I'm going to be making. One is this cute little bunny. These are done in gray. So cute. Here's just a little wreath. And then this says grow and bloom. Now, I thought about putting this as the front and then the green and white polka dot on the back, but honestly, it's like, I want this on the front too, right? So I'm going to go ahead and cut these down. Now, if I was making these for customers, I would definitely measure them and all that, but these are going to be for me, and they're going to be in my decor that I have downstairs in my living room. So I'm just going to eyeball it, and these squares, I think they were 5 inches if I remember correctly. Yep, they're 5 by 5. I'm just going to free trim them. So I'm just going to go on here and hold on a second. I'm going to push you guys back just a little bit more. All right, that way maybe you guys can see better. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to eyeball it. Like I said, if I was making these for a customer, I would definitely get out my cutting mat and measure everything. But when it's just for me, I just kind of eyeball stuff. So I'm cutting this off because I'm going to sew it onto this green and white polka dotted fabric. And I probably should have cut these down before I went live, but that's okay. Oops. Well, that did not cut straight at all. Okay, I'm switching scissors. You know, I get new scissors, and I swear I always go back to the old ones that I'm like, I don't like those scissors, and I always go back. Okay, so here we go with this. So again, I'm just cutting them down. We may only get one done tonight. All right, so I'm going to have a little bit of an edge. Again, I'm just eyeballing it. Okay. All right, now let's see how big this one is. Oops. Okay, it's about a 3.5, almost 3 1/4. All right, so we're gonna do this one, and I'm gonna take my fabric. I don't have much of this fabric yet left, but they do have it at Hobby Lobby, so I should probably run over and get some more. Okay, so I want the green up, so I'm going to be sewing this little guy on top of here. I should have got a measuring tape instead of this. Oh, and I didn't get a pen. That's okay. We're eyeballing stuff, right? All right, so I want about 1 inch on this side. Okay, so we're going to cut it at this dot. And then probably this dot down here. Like I said, normally I get out my cutting mat, but I'm being a little lazy today. All right. So then I'm going to take my fabric. I'm going to cut as straight across as I can. And then I'm going to take this exact same one, and I'm just going to put it on top of this one, and I'm going to cut this one. Okay. All right. And then we have, oh, let me do the bunny one. Hold on, let me move that out of the way. So now that I have this one measured, I can just kind of copy it on here. And I'm just gonna, again, just gonna eyeball it. You would definitely want to measure these if you were making them. Alright, let's see. That one probably needs to be cut just a little bit more. Alright. Then let's cut this. Oops. Okay. Alright. This one I think I cut a little bit shorter, but that's okay. Like I said, these are going downstairs. So this one's, it's a little bit shorter, but that's okay. He goes this way. Alright, so let's do this one first. I'm going to keep one of these to the side so I can cut some more. And then I'm just going to grab my pins here. Here's a straggler string. And I'm just going to eyeball it and center it as best as I can. And then I'm going to just put some pins in here. Some pins, not pens, pins. I don't like that one. I have some really pretty pins. I need to get them out and use them. Okay. So then I'm just going to put it on here, and I'm just going to sew on this little guy. I'm just going to sew all the way around. Okay. Now I got to move my light a little so I can bring my sewing machine just a little bit. Like I said, my sewing machine is loud. And yeah. Alright. So just start on whatever side you want to start on, and now you guys can't see me. Well, that's no fun. Let's see. I don't know if I can bring that around. Maybe? There we go. This should be interesting because now I'm sewing diagonal. Okay. And let me take my pin out. Okay, so I'm just sewing. Okay. I'm just sewing and turning. And I'm leaving a little bit of edge on this, which is a-okay. And we're done. That one. Okay. Cut that. So there's that one. It's sewn on there. Okay, and then I'm going to grab this one. So this was the little one I was going to use for the bunny. Actually, I think he should be cut just a hair more. Where did my scissors go? You guys have to help me keep track of my scissors, because let me tell you, I could have 12 of them out here, and I still am searching for my scissors. Okay, anybody else? If you're not a sewer, maybe you do that with paint brushes. I think we all do that. If you don't do that, we want to know your secret. Okay, so I'm going to put this little guy on this way. And these are inked on duck cloth, so they will fray. And actually, I'm okay with that. You could definitely put them on a cotton or a muslin where they won't fray. But I like it. I like it to look kind of vintagey. Alright, we're going to sew this little guy on there. So let me bring my sewing machine over here. Hopefully you guys can see it well enough. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta look. Alright, he's on there. He's on there straight enough. Alright. Again, I'm just sewing them on. I guess I didn't really need this pin in there, did I? Oops. Okay. One thing about when you sew little stuff, once you get going on the sewing machine, right, you're already to the end. Like you're already to the next part where you gotta turn it. Okay, take that out. One more. All right. Oops. Get my threads out of the way. And again, I just eyeball it. Okay. Okay. Move this out of the way. So now we have our bunny. Not like that light. Now we have our bunny on here. So I was gonna make 3, but I think just so you guys aren't here like for an hour and a half, because seriously, who wants to watch an hour and a half live? All right, so I'll just make 2 of them. So I have the 2 pillows. Now I'm gonna do the backs the same color, the green and white. So let me put this one over here. I'm gonna grab my fabric. And again, if you guys catch me on Facebook tomorrow messing off, remind me I need to go to Hobby Lobby and get some more of this really pretty fabric. Okay, I just eyeball stuff again. So that's 1. And let's do this other one. You guys should also press your fabric, but I'm not, because again, this is just for me. You can always press it afterwards if you want to. Let me do this side. Oops. Cut right sides together. Huh? Okay. Alright, so then I'm going to pin these and sew around the edge, and then we're going to flip them. And I like to leave the bottom open on my pillows. You could also sew all the way around the edge and then sew or flip it, like cut a hole here and put something back there, but I'm going to do it on the bottom. Oh, that doesn't go on that way. It goes on like this. Make sure that's my bottom. And I pin at the top, so that way I know the one directly across from it is my bottom piece. Same with this little guy. Let's find his bottom. That is not, you don't have to really cut this piece off. It's just gonna go in the trash eventually, but so this is his bottom, right? So that's the bottom. So I'm going to pin it at the top. All right. And we're going to sew these, and then we're going to leave a little space open. That way we can turn it. So I'm going to try to get this again where you guys can see it. Hopefully. We'll see. Yep. Okay. All right. So again, I always pin at the top, so this makes this the bottom. So I'm going to start in the bottom, in the middle. I can honestly say I have never in my life sewn this awkwardly, but it's okay. We're going to do this, right? Yep. Oh, I got to turn my machine on. All right. All right. Flip it. You guys able to see that? Hold on. You push it back a little. There we go. Lighting's horrible. What's going on in this world? Hi guys, I can see people. No comments, but I see people. All right, hold on. I'm gonna put that over like that. Okay, moving along. Okay. Pull my pin out. Turn. Okay, I gotta get that thread out of the way. That's about right. Alright, we got that one done. Let's do the next one. Again, I always pin at the top so I know that this is my bottom. Okay. Alright. Turn. Turn, take our pin out because we don't want to run that over. Alright. Twist. Alright. We are done with the machine sewing part. So we will move that out of the way. So here is, I'm going to move this light, you guys, and see how that looks. Maybe that'll look better. Okay, so then what I do is I come along and I always clip my corners. That way when I trim it, it's not as bulky. But you don't want to cut it too close, because if you're anything like me and you're twist it and poking it, you'll poke a hole right in your pillow, and well, that's just not any fun. Alright, so I'm cutting my corners. Cut, 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 and then we will flip it and we will stuff it, and then we will have a little tiny little pillow that we can put in a basket or whatever we want to put it in. Alright. Oh. So if you guys have seen me twist or turn stuff, I always use hemostats, and I use the one with that curves up like that. I got them on Amazon. If you guys want the link, I can give you a link, or you can search it. So I just stick the hemostats inside and I grab the corner. So I stick them in, push the corner in between the hemostats, and then pull it. Alright. Pull, pull, pull. I try to leave a hole that's not huge because I hand sew these closed, but you don't want it so tiny that you can't pull the pillow back through. And then I take the hemostats with the pointy end and go into the corner, and you don't want to jam it in there, you know, just lightly, and then I run it along the seam on the inside. My hair's going in my face, and go all the way down there and do the same thing. And then flip this one, same thing. Go to the point, flip, 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 put it down. And again, these are, this is duck cloth, so it's a weave and a woven fabric, and it will fray after a while, and I'm okay with that. I like that look. Okay, so there's one of them, and we're going to get this little guy stuffed. And here's the bunny one. And this one I think is going to be a little bit bigger, but again, that's okay. Oops. Just pull it out. If you guys make dolls or anything small especially, you guys should get some of these hemostats, because let me tell you, they are amazing. And actually, if you sew at all, these are a must have. I seen somebody using them years ago, and I do not remember who it was, and I was like, oh, I need those. And back then I used to make dolls, which I don't anymore, but and it was like magic. Okay, all right, so poke in the corner, poke, 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 poke. And I always run the point side along the inseam too. Now you can always take an iron if you want afterwards and sew these, but I don't. The ones I make for my customers I do, and if I wasn't on a Facebook Live I probably would, but since these are going to be mine, I'm good to go. Alright, so there's the bunny one. There's the bunny one. So these are going to be stuffed. So now I'm going to grab my stuffing. And if you guys have been on my page long, you guys know I use the Morning Glory. I absolutely love it. And if you guys want a link to that on Amazon, I can get you a link. It's like just my favorite. Okay? So now we're going to stuff it in there. The reason why I like Morning Glory is because you can really push it in the space. It probably maybe, I think it uses more than other stuffing, but again, you can push it in there and make it really tight in the way that you need it, especially if you're making like something that needs shape. It's really good. But anyways, the key to doing stuffing, I was told by a good friend of mine, is you grab a little bit at a time and stuff it, right? You don't just grab all this and try to shove it in there. You want to do a little bit at a time. So when I get orders for big pillows, it takes me a long time to stuff them because, you know, you just got to grab a little bit at a time. Otherwise, you will definitely get big, huge lumps in your pillows. And while lumps can't be avoided, especially when you're doing your own stuffing, it can at least look a little nice. So I always put my hand like this, and then I stuff in like this. So then it makes it a tight little pocket right there. I just grab some more. Again, you can do these as loose as you want or as tight as you want. Like I said, these are just going to go in my little Easter collage, not collage, I don't even know what you call it. But downstairs in my living room I have a bunch of Easter and spring decorations. Sometimes I will use my finger, but most of the time, honestly guys, this is what I'm using, is my hemostats. And it just packs the stuffing in there really, really well. Okay? Then when I get about halfway done, I start stuffing the corners down at the bottom. So you want to take probably a little bit less, hold it like this, and then stuff it in the corners. Stuff, stuff, stuff. Alright. You guys can do this while you're watching YouTube or Netflix. What does everybody watch? Do you guys watch regular TV? We actually do not have regular TV. We do have an antenna that gets some channels. They're like weird channels, but and then we have Netflix. Oh, and Amazon Prime. So we gave up cable years ago, and actually I spend a lot of time on YouTube watching things. So all right. So again, I'm packing it. So with the Morning Glory, like I said, you can really pack it in there and get a nice fit. And that's one reason why I really like it. But if you're making really big pillows, it takes a while to get them done. Okay, so I stuff as full as I think I need it. And then when I'm sewing across here, when I hand sew it, sometimes I will even have to add just a little bit more to kind of make it look full on the bottom. But it depends. All right, let's do one more and then we will do the other one. Stuff, stuff, stuff. Oh, see, you can tell when you've been doing it for a while, like there's tons of stuffing right here, but over here it's flat, see? So then you can just grab some stuffing and stick it over there. If you use other fiber fillers, it probably doesn't take as much, but you definitely don't, in my opinion, you don't get as nice of a tight stuff on it. So that's why I use the Morning Glory. Okay, so let's do this one. And again, you want to make sure you have a little and get it really good up in these corners. Thank you for whoever just shared. Facebook does not tell me anymore who shares. It just shows that somebody shared. Okay, so again, I'm just stuffing these in there. Stuff, stuff, stuff. Do you guys have your air conditioning on yet? We have our air conditioning on. We're supposed to be, I think, oh, don't quote me on this, but we're supposed to be 95 or 96 the first part of next week. So it's definitely summertime here in Arizona. So the air conditioning is on. Okay. All right. I see somebody commented. Let me look real quick because Facebook's actually. Hi Libby. Hi Colleen. See? All of a sudden the comments like pop up. It's like, goodness gracious, thank you. Okay. Again, stuff, see how it's like ripply? I don't know if you guys can tell right there. So if you hold down your pillow and just push like this, it takes those right out. Now you don't want to do it too bad or you'll have a nice hole in your pillow. And if you want a hole in your pillow, then please do it like that. But if you don't want a hole in your little pillow, then you definitely want to go gentle. Who knows, that might be a new trend, right? Holes in your pillows. Okay. Again, I'm just pushing. Sometimes I can feel almost like, oh, that's a bump right there. So, and then you just take the stuffing and kind of push it and move it around. And like I said, this is one of the only stuffing that I use. Okay. And same thing on the side. You want to grab your stuffing, put it in there and pull on this back end, and it makes it a nice tight fit right there. So it's nice and smooth. Okay, we're almost to the end. And then I'll sew these up real quick and we can see what they look like. Again, I'm getting almost, well, it's a little bit more than halfway, and then I'm going to switch to the corners down here. And then we'll be on our way. And then we get to sew, and I did not bring my needle and thread over here. Oh, where is it? It's over there. So I'm going to have to get up and grab my needle and thread because you guys don't want to see like an unfinished pillow because that would just be silly. I don't even know if I would call these pillows. What would you guys call these? In the primitive world, they call them bowl fillers. But this design, to me, isn't really primitive. It's more farmhousey, I guess. But that's what they would call them, little bowl fillers. I wonder what the heck we would call these. All right. Again, I'm taking my stuff and I'm sticking it into that corner right there. I'm gonna stuff. Just work it in there. I know they have other tools. I think even not Morning Glory, but other filling They even come with one of those pokey sticks, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, I like the hemostats. They make it quick and they make it even. You can just really stuff it in there. Okay. Grab just a little bit more, and then I'm going to grab my needle real quick. And we'll get these little guys sewn up, and I cannot wait to go downstairs and put them in my little wooden box down there. I'm going to show you guys something too with this. If I can get this stuffed. So you notice when I'm stuffing, I've been only stuffing this side. So when I flip it, it's just as nice on this side. You can always flip it over if you want to, but with this stuff, I'm telling you, it's just nice. Nice. Okay. Okay. All right. Talks amongst yourself. I'm gonna grab my needle and thread real quick, because I totally forgot. And you guys have to promise me that you won't laugh at my... Look at my needle and thread box. Isn't that ridiculous? I need to go through it. I'm going to go through it. I promise. I always say that, and then I get busy doing other stuff. Okay. There's my needle. I'm going to grab just a little bit more stuffing in case I need it. I'm going to grab my white thread. Oops. See, I need to clean that out. Okay. See if I can thread my needle on live. Oh, look at that. I can see. Okay. I've worn glasses since 8th grade, but I now wear the progressives, and I'm telling you, sometimes it's just easier to take your glasses off when you're trying to look at something that small. I don't know what is going on with that thread. Okay, there it goes. All right. Okay. So this is what the inside looks like. Oops. So I need some more over here. And even as I'm sewing, sometimes I can just feel it like, oh, I need some more on that side. And of course, you know, this is handmade, so it's not going to be like super duper perfect. All right. If we wanted that, we'd go to high-end store and get a super duper one, but I think we are good. All right, so smash it in there, and then you can do a ladder stitch if you want. I'm not going to do that on this one. I love the ladder stitch, but sometimes it's just tricky, and well, tonight I just don't feel like it. So I start with my needle and I stick it in the inside with the knot, and then come back out. My hair is driving me crazy. Okay. And then I'm just going to do a little whip stitch on this. Again, this is just for me, so it doesn't have to be super perfect. And I'm just going to go with the whip stitch. You want to make sure that your stitches are pretty close together. And I know sometimes I get in a hurry, especially if I have a lot of them to do, but it really looks nice when your stitches are small and they're close together. Okay, so you see how that looks like that? I need to put some more stuffing in there. So I'm going to take my needle, and I always put it back here so I don't, who knows, lose it on the floor and step on it. And then I'm just going to put some more stuffing, and I'm going to shove it this way. See how that's bowing down like that? You guys probably can't see it, but you're going to have to trust me, okay? So you just stick it in the hole and then push it down there. And I'll show you guys here in a second. There might be an easier way to do this, but honestly, this is just how, if you guys buy a pillow from me, this is how they're made. All right. So now if you see, I don't know if you can tell, but it's flat across there. It's not dipping in. This side's dipping in, so we definitely need some more in there before we close this hole up. And again, this is for me, so it's not as important. All right. That's really stiff there, guys. All right. And then probably could use just a hair more in there, but I like to keep my lives under half an hour, and hopefully we've not gone over, but we might have. Okay, and then just sew across. Again, I'm just doing the little whip stitch here. Okay, and then I'm almost to the end, and when I get to the end, this is the one I'm going to put through for my knot. And then I go back down, and I actually come out somewhere over here. I pull, pull, pull. When your thread's coming out, if you pull it up, snip, the thread goes zoom back down in there, and we're done. So there's that one. That one says grow, or I'm sorry, bloom and grow. I think I said it the wrong way earlier. Got a little piece of thread on there. I hear my hubby, he's home, so he might be coming in here. He's coming in here. It's okay. I'm just doing a live. Alright, so we got the last one. And I'm putting a knot in here. Okay. Again, I'm starting on this side. And I'm going to go in from in between and out. Okay, tuck that little piece in there. And this guy, I can already tell, is going to need some extra stuffing. I really think this bunny transfer from Chalk Couture is so far one of my favorite for spring. He's just the cutest little guy, and I've done so much with him. Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit of stuffing. Again, I know you guys can't see, but I'm taking it in and I'm pushing it in through here over there to make it more flat and not bow in. Stuffing pillows is probably my least favorite thing to do, I tell you, and I don't know why, because it's not that hard, but it's my least favorite thing to do. Alright, let's get this done. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think we're going to be good. Yep. Stick that in there. Alright. Whip stitch, whip stitch, whip stitch. I got one more stitch, and when I get to that stitch, that's going to be the one I put my knot in. Pull it, go back down right by there, and come out somewhere in the back. Pull it tight. Pull it tight. And then go back over. I got a little straggler here. Alright guys. There it is. So here's the little bunny pillow. They're really tiny, but I'm going to stick them up downstairs. And then here is the bloom and grow. So let me push this up. I don't know if this will go up or not. Hold on. You're going to get a glimpse of hubby, but I think he's okay with that. He's just messing with computer stuff because I don't do computers. Oh, I'm on them, but I don't fix them. So there's the little bunny. Little guy. And then this says bloom and grow. I know it's backwards for you guys, but I promise it's right. Anyways, thank you so much, those of you that join me and come every time I'm on and support me and share and comment and give me hearts and all the love. And I'm going to get off of here and finish some other orders, but I will see you next time. Bye.